guys, it's Sonia. So I just want to come on real quick because I've been doing a lot of research since, I made the decision to do my own reties. And some of the things I have to think about is, do I plan on continuing to interlock? Am I going to twist? Am I going to try to palm roll? I already know I'm not going to do palm rolling. And then that made me start thinking about something else, which is the need to push out my reties. One thing about going to a shop, they always kind of scheduled me to come sooner rather than later. And I was going for reties when I really could have pushed them out for another couple of weeks, maybe even a month. And I didn't notice that until I combined my locks and having bigger locks. And realizing that you need to have enough new growth, when you have bigger locks so you can do those rotations. And the 4-point rotation was always being used on my locks, starting from when I had sister locks. Now that my locks are bigger and I plan on combining them again, I have to push out those reties. And, and I realized, from my second consultant, after I had combined my locks, a lot of the pulling and tugging she did, she had a hard time with my locks because I didn't have enough new growth during that retie for her to make those rotations. And she was still trying to force rotations, which caused me a lot of pain. So, having bigger locks and knowing that I'm going to get, my locks are going to be even bigger than what they are now, I definitely plan on, pushing out my reties until there's enough new growth to do a 4-point rotation. But even still, even if I can't do a 4-point rotation, I'm okay with just doing two rotations or 3, whatever it is. But I am going to push out my reties, and it's September. I'm going to try to push out my retie until the end of December. And here's why. I think I've discussed this before, but probably not so much in depth. But my hair grows the fastest in the back, which is pretty obvious because all the length is in the back. My front and sides takes longer to grow. It never used to be this way. I think the older I've gotten and some of the damage that's been done from having relaxers and having little small weaves put, on the side for length when I was wearing a short haircut. It's damaged my hair. It's slowed down the growth in certain areas, and also from getting braids. I think that has damaged my hair more so around the crown. And so my hair doesn't grow as fast in those areas as it used to. And also I'm older, and, there's some medical things in there, but the back of my hair has always grown the fastest. And it's always been, that's where, the longest. And it's down my back now, in the back. But as you can see, I'm sporting the mullet because this is much, much shorter than the rest. And also when I started my lock journey, my hair was uneven, as it was. And I was fine with that because I knew, it's going to grow, and it is growing. It's going to catch up eventually. So anywho, it grows really fast in the back. It grows slow in the front and the sides and the crown. So I have to give the rest of my hair a chance to catch up and get that new growth that the back has. Otherwise, what's the point of doing a retie? I'm just gonna hurt myself in the end trying to force rotations. I'm not gonna force any rotations on me, and I'm not gonna let anybody else force rotations when there's not enough new growth. And I think that's important for those with bigger locks, or for those who's considering to combine their locks, to realize that you need to have enough new growth when you interlock your hair, and to not force rotations when there's not enough new growth. I've had that happen to me, and I'm surprised I didn't have breakage or thinning happening, around here, because I've had some reties even back in my Sister Locks days when I was going to my first consultant. She was doing reties on locks that really didn't need a retie because there wasn't enough new growth, because she was having me come back too soon. So that was one thing that really stood out in my mind as I started researching, which kind of, do I, as far as interlocking, do I want to keep interlocking? Do I want to try twisting? Which I found that with twisting, the twist doesn't last long at all. And your locks kind of go back to looking fuzzy and frizzy, like you never did the retie. And I don't mind the frizzy look. My hair is frizzy and that doesn't bother me. But I do kind of like my reties lasting, and me not having to worry about it for a long time. So that's why I think I'm going to stick with interlocking. I also saw a lot of how-to videos on YouTube as far as how to interlock and all that good stuff. But then there's also videos that popped up that talked against interlocking yourself. And most of these videos were coming from professionals, licensed professionals who had their own shops or who worked out of their homes, who discouraged, doing your own interlocking because of the damage it can cause if you're not doing it correctly, how it could thin out your lock. Like if you're not doing the rotations correctly, you can cause holes in your locks. If you're giving yourself reties too often or too tight, it could thin out your locks and cause breakage. And I understand all those things. Those are all good things to be aware of, but I don't think you should discourage anyone from doing their own retie, because why not? Why not? Why shouldn't women do their own reties? You don't know their circumstances. They probably don't have the money to go to shops anymore. Or, with the coronavirus, they probably don't trust or don't want to be out, in any salon or somebody's home getting a retie. So there's a lot of different reasons of why a person decides to learn how to do their own hair. But I think instead of discouraging it, maybe, make some videos that shows the correct way to do a retie. Don't just discourage them because you happen to be a licensed professional with her own salon and you want to keep getting that money. I mean, I get it. That's your income if you're that person. But at the same time, don't knock someone who wants to learn how to do their own hair either. Don't discourage them because everybody's situation is different. You don't know why they want to know how to do their own hair. they may come back to the salon after this coronavirus is over, or when their money gets better financially. You just never know. But I think it's good to know versus being caught between a rock and a hard place. So that's all I want to share. Those are some things that I noticed on YouTube, the different videos that will pop up as I searched, how to interlock bigger locks. And of course, I'm looking that up because, I do have bigger locks. And I do plan on combining these again. So I want to do it in the safest way possible. And also make sure I have enough new growth to warrant, the 4-point rotation or whatever point rotation I'm going to do, especially since I know my hair grows the fastest in the back, but the rest has to catch up. So there's that. You guys, I've been begging for subscribers. And thank you to all of my new subscribers. I so appreciate you guys for subscribing to my channel, and not only subscribing, but if you happen to take the time to watch any of my videos, I hope they help you. I hope you find them to be informative, entertaining in my own goofy way. And I thank you from the bottom of my heart for subscribing. I so appreciate you. If there's anything you want me to talk about, any subject you want me to discuss that maybe I didn't discuss, or maybe you want me to discuss more in depth, hit me up. Let me know in the comments, and I'll definitely take a look and do that for you. But in the meantime, I so appreciate all my new subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the comments and the feedbacks on my different videos. Even if you disagree, it's okay. I am not easily offended. I don't expect people to agree with everything I say. Differing opinions is how we learn, is how we grow, is how we have respect and just human decency towards each other. So please keep the comments coming. I enjoy them. I enjoy interacting with all of you guys, and yeah, keep them coming. I enjoy it. And I so appreciate you guys for taking the time to even comment on my videos. Good, bad, indifferent. I welcome it. Thank you. So thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Take care. Stay healthy. And I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.